All right, so we're gonna get it started just like this. No channel name, no social media handles. It's just me. Haven't come up with a name just yet. If you want to do this yourself, you have two options. You have an option of doing an open career legacy mode or a closed career legacy mode. This is going to be a closed career, so this is why you're seeing a C overall coach. Back to Charles Jones, LIU legend, led the country in scoring, averaged 30 as a junior, 29 as a senior, but was also dishing a rock too. Don't get it twisted. He led the NEC in assists and steals his senior year. 5th in the country in assists, 9th in the country in steals. If you want to kind of see what I mean in terms of his style of play, there's a documentary called Sold on the Whole. Charles Jones, Booger Smith, Kenny Jones, Sheldon Jefferson, Bam Moore, Brooklyn Legends basically, playing on Kenny Kings, which was a big, I guess you could call it like an AAU team type of vibe during those times. But we're not going to get too long-winded. I'm not going to make the video too long. From this screen, I could tell you why I did what I did in terms of allocating his points to charisma. Charisma is going to be the fastest way we can improve this team. That affects your phone calls. Home visits are going to be scouting and charisma. So sometimes you'll see somebody like maybe put 3 in one category, 2 in the other, just to kind of have a decent mix. Sometimes you'll see people do what I did and put them all in one area. I just want to start with charisma first, just because I want my phone calls and my scholarship offers to have as big of an impact as they can. I'll try to use my coaches to kind of offset any place where I'm lacking, but I'll focus on that part as we get further along down the line. Right now, all your coaches that are going to be available to you are going to be at a lower overall than the coach that you're working with. I have a C overall. So all the coaches that I'm going to get that are available as assistants are going to be C- and below. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I did what I did there. But we're going to go over to the goals screen. This is going to be how we're going to improve our coach. Got 2 goals. Improve your coach, improve your team. So in order to improve the coach, we have to go ahead and look at the goals that they have outlined for us. And I'm just going to start with the goals that are easily attainable, because what you want to do is you want to try to get as many points as you can each season. You're going to max out at 5. Once you get past 5, it's going to start to roll over into the following season. So this is just my personal opinion. I think that this year is easy to sign world recruits. So we're going to go ahead and say sign a world recruit could be 1. This is another attainable goal. Not too much work that goes into this. Make sure you talk to your players. Always stay on top of the pep talk area of the game. That way you can make sure everybody's cool. I think unhappy is considered like below 30, but I have to do some more research on that. Have a player chosen freshman all conference and all conference. All conference is decent, and I'm going to tell you why. Jay Torner-Wissa is the point guard on this team. He was all NEC his sophomore, junior, and senior year, so I'm going to try to play through him. So that's an attainable goal. So that would be 3. Winning record, that's possible. 10 wins, that's possible. 20 wins, that's possible. Win a non-conference tournament. We have a tournament at some point this season, so that's possible. Strap up them laces. About to get it on, y'all. Yeah, come on, yeah. The rest of these things are a little bit further along down the line. Like, these are going to be legacy points and wins. I have my recruiting set to manual. The reason why is I want to be able to have control over everything that's happening recruiting wise. Sometimes I'll turn assisted on after I've gotten all of the recruits that I've gotten for the incoming class. So if I have like 7 scholarships, after I've signed all 7 guys for the year, I'll turn assisted on. That way we can look forward to the juniors and sophomores and freshmen that are going to be available as the years progress or the years pass. While we in season, it's all me. Nobody else. I don't want Fields or... Yeah, nah. I'm not even going to try that. Not going to have either one of these dudes do any recruiting. And you'll kind of see the method to my madness. You're not working with a lot of points to begin with, but we're going to get to a point where we could talk about how you can get some more points. My first and second priorities are going to be defense and rebounding. Offensive playbook is going to be all plays. I'm going to try to tailor my playbook to each player that's on my team. Try to get them an opportunity where we can get an ISO or a quick bucket. Like, say if I could have a shooter coming off a screen, like a curl, getting an easy open shot. Primary defense. Going to be man-to-man. Secondary defense, 2-3. Pressure defense, 3-2. 1-2-1-1 press. If you've never played this game, you might not know, but if you have played this game, I'm sure you know that this is cheese. I'm not going to use it very often. Going to use it only occasionally, so you might see it here and there. Bench depth is going to be 7. I got these sliders from the 1990 Arkansas team, coached by Nolan Richardson. 40 minutes of hell, straight defense. You know what I'm saying? I might not have the roster to make it as effective as possible now, but we're going to build towards that. So we're going to keep it moving. We're going to move over to the next part that I think is very, very important whenever you're working with a brand new team or any team. It's to see what you got. I can't see my team needs from here. So because I can't see my team needs yet, I got to organize my screen so I can see what I have. So right now I have 2 shooting guards, 2 small forwards, 3 point guards, and I got 5 power forwards. All right, so first things first, I can notice that I have no center. Tallest person on the team is 6'8". It's not a good thing. Like, we could play somebody that has like a big, like say this roster pack has Roy Hibbert. Roy Hibbert is 7'2". If we play Georgetown, we're food, basically. So we're going to have to get a center, maybe even 2. Wouldn't be mad at having a point guard, but we have a starter already, even though he's only a 67 overall. We got a small forward graduating, so a small forward wouldn't hurt. We have 2 shooting guards. Now, I'm going to go ahead and be honest. Let me take a look at their stats. 70 from 3, 60 from 3, 69 from the mid-range, 65 from the mid-range. I'm going to keep it 100. Everybody can go. Best defender is going to be our transfer, and I don't think he can play. Yeah, I don't think you can add him into the rotation. Look, everybody else you can change. Yeah, I've never seen that, but he can't play. So he's probably going to get cut. I'll keep it real with you. But from here, we're going to go over to recruiting. So, create a recruit. You will not see me use this at all. It's not my thing. If you want to create a recruit, you will do that here. I like to start my recruiting from the map. So, while we're on the map, I can give y'all a little bit of advice. If you wanted to start your own legacy mode, these are the states I would start with. You can start with New York, Illinois, Florida, Texas, or California. California is going to have the most recruits. 270 recruits. Texas is going to be the second largest, 188. From there, you can go to New York. We had 135. 135. Illinois got 120. And Florida had 94. So there we go. I would always focus on the state that I'm in and the surrounding states. And I can show you how I go about doing that if I go into the recruit screen. All right, and we got a little gift. Another moment that I can kind of use to give some advice or tell you about how the game works. Victor Cologne, #1 overall prospect. the best in the country right now is an international or world recruit. Recruiting international players is very, very easy. It's kind of cheesy. I don't know why it's set up like that, but I've never had it happen. As we continue to move through the season, a lot of teams won't approach them. And that happens with a lot of the world guys. You'll see them get recruited and then people will drop off because they found other recruits. I have my own little approach. I'm going to go ahead and go immediately to regional. That way I'm not spending too many points. If you go national, you wind up spending like 105 points a home visit, and that's not cool. That's a ridiculous amount of points. Even though if you keep it regional, you're going to be spending 85. But gotta work with what you got. So immediately we're gonna go straight to centers. We're gonna leave all Americans alone, even though I'm gonna take a quick look. UNC, Duke, Maryland, Georgetown, all power schools. West Virginia, UConn, St. Joe's, Drexel. It's not the craziest, but the top two teams being power conference schools, I'm gonna stay away. West Virginia, St. Joe's, Penn State, Rhode Island. It's not the worst thing in the world, I'll say that. But I'm going to still stay away. Whenever I'm starting a legacy, I'll stray away from the top recruits in terms of... because centers are going to be well recruited. However, the 3 stars and below, you're still going to be able to find diamonds in the rough or hidden gems. You're going to be able to find players that are going to be like mid-70s, which is good. Like a mid-70s player or a low-70s player will be the best player on our team right now. So that's why you're going to see me recruiting 3 stars and below for centers. Loyola, Maryland, JMU. Oh yeah, these are... it's like mid-major, low-major teams. Central Connecticut State, Harvard, Hartford, Maine, Brown. Roll off the fingers, watch it drop through the basket. Fantastic, bro. These foes will never last, kid. 6'10", 6'11", 6'9". This is gonna be interesting. I usually try to find a 7-footer off the rim. He's a 2-star though. Yeah, I'm not messing with no 2-star. I ain't gonna hold you. A 2-star, nah, I'm not doing it. With that being said, we are good in terms of centers. Point guard wise, I think we should be all right. We can take a look. Syracuse, Virginia Tech is up there with everybody. Charlotte, Penn State, Duquesne. This would probably be my entry point right here. Army, Brown, NJIT. Yeah. I'm going to leave that alone. I ain't going to lie. There's a lot of All-Americans in the region. I'll say that. Penn State, Siena, SPC, St. Peter's, Marist, and Stony Brook. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. We're going to need shooting. So we got to get somebody. UVA, Wake, Maryland, Loyola, Maryland. Marvin Brady, St. Peter's, NC State, St. John's. They low though. This is usually where I spend majority of my time while I'm playing. I'm not gonna hold you. I'll take my chances right here. Fordham, St. Peter's, LaSalle, Marist, and Rutgers. He's only 6'2" though. And he's 6'3". Not gonna lie. Alright, we gonna move. UConn, St. Joe's Temple. Yeah, it's quiet for that. Sorry. We're gonna have to see if we can steal some out of your way. TJ Dawn, Charlotte, Georgia State, Youngstown State, Richmond, and UNC Wilmington. I'm just trying to take a quick look. See if there's anybody we can steal. JUCO recruits, what we got? West Virginia, Temple, ECU, George Mason, UVA. Jason Carmichael, 5'11". URI, LaSalle, Stony Brook, but he's a 4-star. I'm going to hold on to it just in case, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you my approach, but I'm going to hold on to that. 6'6". We only got 4 scholarships. You can't sleep on undersized power forwards on this game. You got like DeJuan Blair. I think Luke Herringold's undersized on this game. He was like maybe 6'10". He got him playing the 5. Or like 6'9", really 6'8". You got a couple undersized power forwards or bigs. So you can't go too crazy and kind of be dismissive. But you also got to think that we're at a small school. We got limited points. I don't want to make it too crazy. Freshman 5-star, oh yeah, we can go ahead and get at it. I ain't even mean to come to this list. Sophomore 5-star. We can just add him to the list, you know what I'm saying? Just to hold on to it. Alright, now we're gonna get to work. So from here, you're gonna wanna see your recruits and what teams they play for. Now, the bottom 2, we're going to ignore. The bottom 2 are going to be the sophomore and the freshman. So we're going to leave those 2 alone. But this part of the screen is where I would always encourage other people to get their paper and their pad. Write down what team your players are going to be playing for, right? You make it real easy. That way you can see what team is going to be where, right? I would only pay attention to, put them in order right quick. So I would only pay attention to these 4 because those are the seniors. So East Wizards, East the Cabinet, Northeast Ram Touch, Northeast Hot Doggers. You can optimize your schedule so that you can try to find games where your recruits are playing each other. So you want to see Forte and Batee against each other, Karangwa and Dalgern against each other at some point. That way you can kind of maximize that week. You only get 16 weeks that you can pick. Then you get 3 weeks that are like random. You just better hope one of the teams that you want to see won and went to like the end of the tournament in the ABL, because you're going to see 3 weeks of games still. So you have 19 weeks total. And with that 19 weeks, you can choose to watch the games or you can choose to play the games. And you'll get 40 points. And then, of course, you'll get your necessary information that you need to find out about each player and all of that. I would suggest that you do it if you want. If you have the time, I would suggest you do it. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it 100. I've done it before. It can be time consuming. Even if you put it on 1 minute halves, it can be time consuming because you got to go through 19 weeks of that. So 19 games, 1 minute at a time, all these fouls that you're going to get towards the end. It's crazy. All of that to say, use the ABL to your advantage. Whatever way you choose to do it. If you want to play the games, if you want to simulate all the games, but you want to optimize your schedule if you're using it. You want to try to see your recruits as often as possible, and if you can get games where they're playing each other, make it happen. All right, so I got my pen, I got my paper. I'm going to go ahead and optimize my schedule, and I'll be right back. That way you guys can see what I mean. We are back. I have my schedule optimized, and the reason that you want to optimize your schedule, like I said, is to take advantage of your points. So if I was to watch this game, so let's go ahead and just show you guys what I mean. Simulate the game. You can choose to play. If I play this game, or if I just stay in the middle and watch, I'm going to get 40 points that I can use during the season. Could be beneficial, could not be. It's totally up to you. Every little point helps. I'm not going to go ahead and do that. I could. I don't want to kind of mess with the stats of the players that I'm trying to see. I want to see how they're going to perform. That's why I'm leaving it alone. Sometimes when you can, like, if you wanted to, like, let them play full-length games and you, like, go do your laundry, something like that, you can do that too. That's what I usually do during Midnight Madness. I usually fold my clothes. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, whenever I'm just watching Midnight Madness so I can see how my players are going to perform, or to see who's who, maybe I'm not noticing somebody, I always just fold my clothes. So you can do that too. You can go ahead, just let it run. Till the game's over, go to the next game, let it run. And then you can find information out as you go. So I'm going to go ahead and see if you're going to be able to see information from simulation. So I'm going to go ahead and go over. We will be seeing Petit this game. Let's see what I know about Petit. I don't know nothing. So we're going to go ahead and simulate that game. Simulate 2 game. Yeah, you're going to find out information just the same. You just won't get the points. I just wanted to be sure before I said it. So for me, I'm just going to go ahead and simulate the entire session outside of the end of the tournament. So I'm going to go to week 16, simulate all games, let it do its thing. And then from here, I'm going to go over to the standings and the leaderboard. That way I can see who's going to be in these championship rounds. Ram Touch, okay, 7-1, so they're going to be there. Ram Touch, average 11.8, 7.8 rebounds. It's not crazy. Less than 1 block, 27 minutes a game. Ain't bad. But his team was winning, so that's all you can ask for. The Cabinet went 6-2, so they're not going to make it. Petit, 13-7. Almost 2 blocks a game. It ain't bad. Oh, I'm like, I know I'm not bugging the Wizards. Forte, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 1.4 steals, 3.4 fouls a game. I'm like, his stats look like he got in the foul trouble. But all right, we're going to see what happens. I'm going to go over to the leaderboard, see who's doing what. Hendricks, 20 points a game, 8.3 assists. He's in the Northeast, but he's a junior. He's going to be an All-American, so we're going to leave him alone. Willingham, I noticed that he is an All-American. We're going to leave him alone. Junior 5-star. Duke UNC, yeah, it's quiet. Can we find any diamonds in the rough? Providence, URI, St. Joe's, UMass. We'll leave him be. 18.3 rebounds a game at 6'6". I told you, y'all cannot sleep. Y'all can't sleep on these undersized power forwards. But we're going to move to our regions that we're focusing on, just because it's nice to see who's leading what. But we're not recruiting those guys, so it would be a waste of time. This screen here is going to be important. You can use it if you want to. If you don't want to use it, I totally understand. You just want to get into the season, you want to start playing games. If you're making a series out of it, I would suggest you take your time. Every little bit of time is going to matter, and I'm going to tell you why. So here, say I was at a school where I could recruit anybody I wanted. I could find who's going to be able to perform on the court. Latisse Hendricks is going to go crazy. He has this ABL session, and he has next ABL session. He's averaging 20 a game. I wouldn't be surprised to see if he's top 5 in the country next year. Willingham All-American for Fana. 4-star point guard. Providence, URI, St. Joe's, UMass. I'm going to leave him alone. You can find hidden gems on the screen, though. 15 a game from him. 42 from 3. We need a shooter. He's 6'2". That's the only thing. But he's 6'2". We're going to leave you alone, but that's impressive. Mac Feeney going crazy. I was at 5 of his games. Ohio State, Georgetown, Michigan State. Jeez. 15 and 15. 15 and 10. Like, look, the undersized power forwards is going crazy. Small forwards, 18 and 11. It's crazy, man. But you'll be able to see who's going to be a hooper on the court. Like, that's what's going to be important. Who can perform on the court? This race is basically over. But this is what I like to do. I like to go through these lists to try to find diamonds in the rough. Somebody that I might not have noticed before. All the All-Americans are hanging out towards the top. 6'5" power forward. Super undersized. Only shot 8 threes, but hit 5 of them. It's tough. 3 fouls a game. This was the other big we saw. Leggings. 9 and 11. Not too crazy. The bigs are always going to be interesting stat-wise. It's always going to be interesting. You have to use them to your advantage. Their stats may be a little bit off in the ABL. When you get them, you have to use them to your advantage. You have to make it work. Especially in them small conferences, they don't have a lot of like skilled bigs. You might not see really crazy stats in the ABL, but they are still going to be able to be effective. Hendricks is at the top of every category. Johnson, 3.1 blocks, average 10 and 10. See if we can find anybody that's being under-recruited. It's a lot of blocks, but I don't think he's worth it. Freshman power forward, 6'7". He's going to grow. So this is the thing about when you're recruiting freshmen and sophomores. Their ratings are going to drop. I don't know how the algorithm is set up, but they're gonna drop. Same goes for world recruits. Their ratings are gonna drop, so always be mindful of that. But I think we got what we need for the most part. I can go to the offensive rebounds. Who's getting the most offensive boards? Leggings. Or Legans. Because Leggings is crazy. Any of our guys up here? No. Moving over to the East. I'll do a quick run through. We can move on to the season. Now, I'm going to keep it real. I always like to play Midnight Madness, but we're going to have it. I'm not going to show it. Nobody on our team is going to go crazy. We already know the players that we're going to have to pay attention to on our team. Now, I almost forgot. Before we can continue to move on in the season, I have to go about making cuts. This is my approach. It's a little bit different than what you might do. It might be different than what you might have seen. Everybody's different. This is just how I approach it. That being said, I'm going to go to the bottom of the list. I'm going to cut a point guard, which is David Hicks. The second worst player, we're going to get rid of him too. Released from team, he's only a 55 overall. He's not going to do nothing too crazy. More Kelly Eunice. We're going to let him stay. And the reason why we're going to let him stay is because he's a senior. He's already leaving. So it's not going to matter in regards to scholarships. When you're cutting somebody, all it is for a scholarship. Or at least with my approach, it's for a scholarship. So I can either cut Forbes or I can cut Udano. I'm going to go ahead and cut more. If I chose to cut Udano or Forbes right now, instead of cutting more first, because he's a transfer, it would keep him on the team. And what will wind up happening is we would have 9 players. I want to have 8 so I can maximize my scholarships. Because if I only have 8 and I have 3 seniors graduating, to the game it'll look like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players returning. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and cut more. I'm going to go ahead and cut Udano, and I'm going to tell you why. We're more than likely going to have 2 bigs in this recruiting class, or we're going to really try to have 2 bigs. So he's going to be replaced as a power forward regardless. But if we leave Forbes instead of leaving Udano, Forbes is going to be a senior next year. So his scholarship will be showing up as available to use for recruits as well. So, you know what I'm saying? All scholarships. All for scholarships. Everything is all about scholarships. So Udano, you can go, my brother. Udano is gone. So now we have kind of done a little rebuild. We only have 8 players. So we have Wissa, Kodorobai, Manigault, Allen, Madison, Weeks or Wicks, Forbes, and more Kelly Eunice. We got 1, 2, 3 guys graduating already. We got 2 graduates, 3 graduates next year. So for our 3rd season, it's really only looking like we're going to have 1, 2 players. See what I'm saying? Some method to the madness. So we're going to move ahead and we're going to go back to this screen. We're going to spam this again. Forte, Merit, call on Wednesday, email on Friday. It's going to be relatively boring. I'm going to go ahead and after I do this, we're going to fast forward a little bit and I'll be right back. All right, check it. For the first season and for the first season only, we're going to go by what their real life record was. So for the games they lost, I'm going to simulate. The games that they won, I'm going to actually play. That'll give me a chance to lose.
What do you think?
We'll see where we end up at the end of the year. Maybe we'll have a better record. Maybe we'll have a worse record. We don't know. Starting out against Army shouldn't be too crazy.
He'll give you 2 points. Number 3 is a tremendous shooting guard as well. His mid-range shooting touch is so impressive. This guy can fill it up. Both of them are great competitors. It should be a compelling game to watch. Wissa.
Gotta take our time. Look for an open shot.
Feeds it to the left. Number 2 catches it.
That looks like a mismatch.
Backs in.
Should be an open shot somewhere.
Wissa takes the shot.
Oh, come on, let's go.
Opening field goal.
That's exactly how we want to start the series. Cut that off.
Nelson.
He could have had a bucket if he wanted it. Good defense so far. That's a mismatch. Oh, he's open.
From the wing. Grabbed by
Allen with the rebound. We got to get out on the break a little bit faster than that.
Wissa passes it to the elbow. Far side.
He's out of position. Double team though. Okay.
But it's recovered by number
And that's
3.
an open shot.
Number 1 shoots it.
Come on.
It from 19.
Always taking my time. Looking for a good pass. That could have been picked off.
Number 1 passes to the right.
Allen backing him down. Open shot.
Wissa from deep.
Point guard starting out 2 for 2.
Nelson gets it right
Gotta
side.
play solid defense. Watch that pass. Oh, damn.
Launches one from beyond the arc.
I saw that coming.
All net on the shot by Brown. Dishes it to the wing.
He could have took that shot.
Miller catches it.
You know what I'm saying? If he wanted to shoot that,
Dishes
well, he should be
out
open.
with the shot.
Open shot, but he bricked it.
He was open, and he knows that
We gotta push the pace. Like, Wash should be at the
Number
bucket.
3 from
We'll take that, though.
downtown. Gets it to fall.
And here comes that 1-2-1-1 press. Kodorobai shouldn't be out here, man.
Left wing passes it back to
He's
the
too
left wing.
slow. He shouldn't be out here.
Bates
But that's a
passes
good
it down low.
pass.
Oh yes,
Caught me
that is
slipping.
Pretty pass work.
That's a good pass. Can't even be mad. We had a taller defender that could be a block, though.
Number
Gotta
2
get something to
inbounds
answer
the
back.
ball.
Oh, he's bombing me. I'm going to the bucket. Good pass out.
Number
Could have
1
rolled by
catches it on
for
the corner. That last shot netted
3.
for- Army has had its share of great coaches in the past. Would you agree, Bill? That's saying something when one school can list both of those men as former coaches.
Watch that pass. There we go.
It's picked
We
off
got it
by
that
number
time.
1. It's 1-on-1. Goes up. I'd love
Yes,
to see that. He was
sir.
lurking around, then pounced. Such a thief burn.
There goes that zone. Let's
They're
go.
now up by 8. Stolen
That's
away
what I
by
mean.
Long
If you
Island.
know how to
The D
use
was
it.
really waiting for him there.
Oh, that's a
how
3.
you
Come
do
on.
it.
Catch
It's
me
the
out.
on.
Yes,
Wait
sir.
for the misstep, and then
They're going to start booing us in a little bit. Always got to take your time. Take your time on the pass.
Number 2. Banks it
Yes,
right
sir.
in. They've
Okay,
now
they're going
scored
back into the
13
zone
unanswered
press.
points. Brown
That's a terrible
inbounds the
pass.
ball. Stolen
Oops,
by number
there we
2.
go.
Puts it up. Hits the
Yes,
quick
sir.
shot. He's got 6.
Got to be quicker than that.
Under 5 minutes left in the half.
Good defense by Wissa.
There's no question what kind of defense.
Yeah,
they're
y'all need a
under.
timeout for sure.
Awful shot
Try to find
selection.
something good defense.
Gets
Good
you
defense.
into the game. That's playing right into the defensive
The
scheme.
wing is always open, though.
Number 2. Feeds it to the top of the key.
They made it back in time. That wing is open. Oh, too slow.
Throws it up. Nails
Catch
the
me
jump
out.
shot. They bring their lead to 17. Army is really struggling.
Wissa got a mismatch. Oh, to the
Wissa
bucket.
goes to
Hey,
the
hey.
crossover. Takes it up. Great finish.
Come
in
on,
traffic.
Wissa.
By 15. Brewer inbounds the ball.
Oh, that's a
Another
terrible
steal.
pass.
Oh, the quick hands before they
Take
even
your
knew
time.
hit
See what
them.
we can
He
get.
made
Don't
off with
rush.
that one. Number 1.
Too much space.
Gets it
Come
to go.
on.
He should.
Gotta take our time because nobody's getting out on the break.
Outright.
Back him down.
Number
Can't
2
get nowhere.
backs him down
Open.
with the shot.
Thought that might have been too
far.
far. I'm not even going to lie.
He's 3 for 6 from deep.
I wanted that one back as soon as I shot it.
Miller goes
Going
up.
to the bucket. No
Wissa
finish.
grabs the rock. First half comes to an end with the score
Up 19 at the half. We've been shooting the lights out low key.
How about the happenings in the first half?
But they're not playing horrible. Look, they're shooting 50%. They could have a lot more turnovers, trust me. Let's get the second half started off right. That could have been a shot. Too open. Cash me out. Come on.
By number 3. He's shooting.
That pass.
Not a good entry pass, Fern. You just can't force it.
Yes, sir.
Last dunk was slammed down by Wissa. Number 3 swings it to the right wing.
Gotta find something. Take your time.
Catches it.
Good pass. Good shot.
Last shot nailed from three-point range. Army is shooting itself in the foot. Number 2 inbounds the ball.
What are we looking for? Looking for a good shot. Good pass.
Got it.
He's hooping today.
6 for 9 for the game.
Take your time. Looking for a decent shot. Probably one of the wings. Wicks is open for 3. Yes, sir.
They're ahead 70-46.
And we're going to go ahead and get this wrapped up 77-54. We're going to move on to the next game. Columbia is not playing with us. Good pass. Good finish. I can't even be mad, but they're hooping, son. Trying to find something that's easy. Not easy enough. Pascalo looking for a pass. Got that double. He actually got it to work, too. This is not how we wanted to get the game started. Home opener. Oh, come on. Scott for 3. Inbounds pass. Got to time that just a little bit better. Watch the pass. Got him in the post too slow. And that's a bucket. He was in a player spotlight. He's not playing with us, man. All Ivy League player. He's not playing with us, bro. Trying to find something. He's playing great defense. Ooh, not you, though. Ooh. Oh, wow. Yeah, we way too slow. Way too slow. That's a bucket. I like these sliders, though. They're trying to take their time. That should have been a steal. Still solid defense. Not good enough. Bowman on the rebound. Bowman on the putback.
Fantastic play to get the.
Come on, gotta find something. Down 4. Good move. Good bucket. Here comes the press. Make it work. Make it. There we go. Good spin for 3. Yes, sir. Put him up.
Wait for the misstep and then capitalize.
Oh, moved him out the way, though. That's tough. That shouldn't be a thing. Watch the pass. Oh, yes, sir. Uh-oh. Gave him too much space. Yes, sir. To the bucket. Ooh, good move. Good finish. Come on, Jay.
He's got 6.
Second game in a row. Seems like Jay is doing his thing.
There's no question what kind of
good pressure getting up the court. That should have been a steal. Good pass. Ooh.
They draw to within 3. Number 2 inbounds the ball.
Nah, at some point we gotta get that dunk back though.
Nice little crossover.
Oh, hey. Let's go.
Tremendous finish to throw it down despite the contact. He'll go to the line for one more.
Yes, sir. Right on cue.
You can't just.
They're taking their time. Good passes.
High post.
Too much space. At some point, we got to guard Scott.
It's all tied up.
Scott is making us work. Lane to the bucket. Yes, sir.
Down with the one-handed jam. They're ahead 27-25.
Try to force him into a bad pass. Got to read something. Watch it. It's coming around. We got it last time. Missed it. It's a terrible shot. Should have been a foul. We got lucky. Good pass. Good move on the lay.
They increase that. Terrific pass. Number 3 catches it, left wing. Number 2.
I don't like that angle, but I like that shot. Ooh.
The three-pointer was no good by number 1. And it's still all tied up.
See if we can cut it off. No.
Last basket was buried by
Good bucket by Armstrong.
What a nice soft touch, smooth as silk fern.
I don't know what I'm doing. Looking for a good shot.
Dish, far
He's
side.
open.
Tosses it up.
Too open. Good shot, boy. Gotta play it smart here. Good defense. Let's go. Come on, man. Go. Show me something.
That's how you do it. Keep the heat on. Wait for the
Got a little fancy.
He's it up the floor.
Trying to get to the bucket. Can't get there quick enough. Good defense by Columbia.
Passes it to the wing.
Passed it back. Went for the bucket. Got the board. Hey. Thought I missed that one. Come on, pressure him a little bit. They're going to take their time.
Bounce pass, down low. Good job on the
We don't have an answer for their bigs.
And they lead to the locker room.
At the half, we're down by 2. Not what we want to be, but it's not crazy. They're shooting the lights out, 66% from the field. We're shooting 43. We might be shooting too many threes, but we'll see. Solid defense to start. Got to keep him from getting paint touches.
Throws it up.
It's like they can hear me talking.
3 for 4 for the game.
As soon as I say we got to work on the paint touches, he gets a bucket. But Bowman is hooping.
Right wing.
Could have had that steal. Got to be a little bit quicker. Scott for 3.
Right back with his own 3.
Scott puts him up 6.
And he is the leading scorer.
We got to find something to respond. We got a bucket right before that. To the hey.
With the floater.
With the left. Let's go, Jay.
He's got 8. About 12 and a half minutes left in the second half.
We're going to have a good year playing through him, though. Not sure how the rest of it's going to go. Good pass. Good finish. Bowman is hooping. Got it off the rim. Good pass out.
They sure would like to pad their lead.
Wish we could have got to the bucket faster. Hey, with the left, Jay. Come on.
What a nice pass. When he got to the bucket, the ball.
That's a dicey pass, but a good lay. Take your time. Get to the basket. Can't get there. Look for the pass out. Look for the pass out.
Number 3 releases.
You hear the crowd. Let's go.
13 points, and he's his team's leading scorer. Armstrong.
Good defense.
The steal by Long Island.
Tell me what you got.
What great reflexes. He pounced in and picked that one off easily.
I wanted to throw the oop. I wasn't sure if it was going to get there. That might actually deserve State Farm drive of the game. I wanted to oop that so bad, though.
Number 2, inbound.
Take your time, fellas.
With the crossover.
Good pass.
Far side.
Wanted to shoot that one. I'll shoot this one, though. Y'all hear the crowd. Let's go.
They're in front.
Another good shot. Come on, find a good shot. Call the robot is open.
Has it left wing. Number 1 from downtown.
Yeah, I'm loving the home crowd. Every time you shoot a 3-3. Come on, good defense. Do not let them score, bro.
Bold pass.
Oh, good board. Oh, he missed both. Okay.
Allen way up court. Sizing up his man.
Look for the wing.
Right wing.
Huddle roll by. Yes, sir.
Number 2 inbounds the ball.
Looking for it.
Skips it.
The robot is way too open. Good shot. He hasn't been shooting good this game, though.
Take a 12-point lead. The Lions.
But we'll take it. He shot a lot of threes. That's good defense. Jay got 8 assists. I got to watch that. Good board.
They were giving him that shot.
I got to watch that passing lane.
Tough miss there.
I'm a little too slow.
Catches it outright. Backs down.
Good pass to the wing.
Number 3.
Wicks for 3. Let's go.
Number 2.
It's getting close to the end. Let's see what we can get. That's a terrible pass. What am I doing?
Such a thief.
Make it easy. Los Carlos on his back. Pause. Good bucket. Yes, sir. You already know. If he's behind you, go to the bucket.
If they play smart, they can walk away with the win.
Watch the passes. That should have been a steal.
Montgomery.
Can we get something on defense? That's a block. What? Say what? Try to get the double-double. Come on, Wicks. Come on, bro. But that'll do it, man. Thank y'all for joining me for the first video of the series in the channel. Greatly appreciate it.